Hello.
It doesn't say we are.
Fun? As well. Oh, no, never mind. Looks like we're live now.
Where's Gary?
Yep, we are live.
Saved money on motorcycle insurance with
Hello.
Geico. Go
Hello.
Hello, everybody. This is our new show called Project Xeron, and we have two players with us tonight. If they would like to introduce themselves.
We have Dojima, as usual. I'm playing the Elven Cleric, Lantis Terran. He's like a son of like a minor noble. And Ivalon is here too.
Yes, I'm a new guest. I'm playing Eldara, the creepy, crazy, wild, and stylish human wizard.
Alright, let's just hop straight into this item. Actually, has everyone finished up their character creation and stuff?
Yes.
Pretty much.
Okay. You're not going to be fighting right off the bat. I don't think so. So, don't worry too much. You can finish that up as we go. You guys both wake up kind of shaky, kind of disoriented, and you have no idea how you got where you are, and have no recent memories, at least. Do you remember, like, your past? No, nothing leading up to this point.
Okay. What do our surroundings look like?
Looks like a clearing in a forest. Here, the sun is shining, you hear some birds chirping. You. Generic forest.
Okay. I'm gonna immediately, Lantis is gonna like check himself, make sure he still has his holy symbol on him. It's very important to him.
Have everything with you.
Okay.
Look on the ground. There, it looks like there's two pamphlets laying on the ground. Very. They seem a little bit unfamiliar because it's bleach white paper with printed text on it.
Okay.
Handouts tab.
Yes. Are we able to read this, or is it just like gobbledygook?
It's readable.
Okay. Welcome, this is Project Xeron. We here at X Corp has placed you in a computer-generated simulation to monitor and observe you. Please refrain from trying to remove yourself from the simulation, as it may endanger your well-being. All will be explained in due time. Thank you for your cooperation, Dr. Tiedemann, Head Medical Expert.
So wait, does that mean he's the expert of heads?
I think it means he's their head medical expert.
Yeah.
Is he some sort of...
He's
no.
Good with heads, right?
If that's
And what is a computer?
A man claiming to be a head medicinal expert. That's blasphemy to me. I know only Ife, Lord of Lightning and Medicine, and he is not him.
And what is a computer? And all of this gibberish. It looks like it's written in the common tongue, but I don't understand these words.
So you then hear a loud sound that comes out of like the sky, kind of. It's just an omnipresent sound around you. It sounds like well, actually it's like wah 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 wah. And this goes on for a couple seconds and then just stops, and it's dead silent.
There is sorcery afoot. We're not safe here. Come.
I'm going to...
Into the woods.
Before I do that, I'm going to cast Detect Magic to see if he's right about the sorcery.
Everything is sorcery to me, because I don't know anything about it.
Go ahead and roll for casting a spell then.
All right.
Also, we should have someone join us in just a second here.
The roll is 2d6, right?
2d6
It's been a while since I played.
plus whatever
Yeah,
your
plus.
modifiers are. Int?
Intelligence, yeah.
So 2d6 plus 2.
So she's going to raise her arms to the sky and I guess scan it for magic.
Yes.
Okay. Let's see. On that I just tell you what's magical, right?
Yeah, so
There is
Any
no nearby magic you have detected.
alright, well then Eldara will tell him, don't be so scared, there's nothing magical about this.
I don't trust you, but perhaps there is no present danger right now.
What are you guys gonna do?
We're going to seek cover further into the woods.
Okay. You guys go through the woods, and as you do, you notice that you don't make any sound.
These woods are eerily quiet. I don't trust them.
Yeah, the ground underfoot does not make any sound. The only sounds you hear are your own voices.
Alright, I'm going to try finding a branch and breaking it in half.
Okay. You do so, it cracks like you would expect a branch to crack, and there is a sound.
This is odd. I haven't detected any magic, but
Hold a moment, friend. I will consult Ife, my deity.
she'll just roll her eyes and cross her arms.
Yeah, I'm gonna just like sit down and take like a meditative pose. So I'm gonna cast guidance.
Okay. What is that?
So on a success, my deity like indicates to me what they would have me do, and that's it. 9. So I'll remove it. It's a rote, so I'm not too worried.
Okay, and then your deity tells you what they would want you to do.
Or notifies me in some way.
Okay, so this is the god of lightning and medicine.
Yes.
So a lightning bolt shoots down silently still, right? Strikes the ground in front of you, and then vanishes, and left on the ground there is a piece of paper.
Aha! And I hold it up triumphantly and read what it says.
Okay. I'm just gonna I'm not gonna make a new one for this, but this one says, hello again. We are currently having some difficulties. Please refrain from moving too far from your entry point, and we will have this fixed as soon as possible. And then it says Dr. Light. And it's kind of like, it says like doctor, and it kind of stops and says Ite instead.
Something about fixing things.
Is your god also a head expert?
Well, he is chief among the gods in terms of medicines. I suppose it can't be too far off.
I wonder if he stuck us here for some reason. To mess with our heads, maybe. And she'll cackle.
I worry about you, friend.
Well, you don't have to. I can take care of myself.
So you say.
As you guys finish talking, you notice that it is all of a sudden nighttime. Just instantly shifts to nighttime.
Did someone like turn? Oh no, sorry. I was gonna say, did someone turn out the lights? But that's a modern thing.
I'm gonna blink a few times and just look around curiously. Has anything else changed?
It just became nighttime.
Okay.
Alright, it's
There's
daytime
so many
again, guys.
curious happenings. What?
It's now daytime again.
Oh.
Midday. And then night, and then day. And now it is cycling very rapidly between the two.
Huh. I wonder if I can recall any research about different planes of existence and how time might move differently in them.
Oh no, can you?
I think that's a move, but I forget what it
Be
is.
spouting lore here?
Yeah,
Spout lore. That's, what, a wisdom roll?
yeah.
Do it.
While
See.
this happens, I'm just like shielding my eyes and trying to like block out so I don't get a seizure.
That would.
Alright.
It's not quite that fast. About every 30 seconds it rotates between them.
Okay. Well, it's still very jarring.
I would say so.
That's a 5.
Okay, so what were you going to say?
Well, if I had succeeded, she would have said, I've read about this, that we might be in a different plane of existence.
Give me 1 second. What's up?
So,
Okay, I have
Okay,
PDF.
so yeah, that you are wrong. You have no clue what's going on right now. Very disorienting.
Alright, she's gonna say, what the hell? I don't remember any of this in any of the readings I've done, and my magic is either not working properly, just like the sound, or there's nothing magical about this place, which I'm finding harder and harder to believe with each passing second.
And then everything kind of it slowly slows down, and it's back to the daytime. Birds start chirping again, and everything seems to be back to normal.
What do you say we pick a direction and keep going until we find an end to this madness? Are you with me?
Possibly.
Very well then. Come.
I would like to conduct a little test first, though. If it's at all possible.
Well, what did you have in mind, friend?
Well, according to all the rules of reality as I know them, my magic should be working. But either the spell I cast doesn't work, or there's nothing magical about this place, so I would have to cast another spell. And if you're willing, I would like to cast it on you.
I am loath to let these arcane energies touch me, but perhaps it is the only way to know for sure.
Alright. And that's the only warning she'll give him, and she'll cast Magic Missile on him.
Okay.
So that's another plus int. Just 2. So that's a 9.
Yeah, you have to either lose the spell until you, like, take time to read spells, take a -1 forward, or put yourself in danger.
Well, it's minus
I'd
one.
like to draw unwelcome attention.
Okay.
Okay, I
That's
think I'm
fun.
gonna like punch her across the face and after I realize what she's doing.
Okay, I was gonna say, I was gonna not have you defy danger on this, and she did roll, and then I guess I was gonna have you in a post roll, but since they're putting yourself in a position,
4 damage. 4 damage.
Okay.
So it does. The spell does take effect. The missiles fly out of
you do
her
the
fingers.
do the 2d4.
Okay. Six damage.
And yeah, so you take 6 and you take 4.
More warning next time would be appreciated. Friend.
By the way, you get hit by the magic missiles, and then you feel the pain about a second later. Same with when you get punched. It seems a little off. There's a slight delay, but you do feel the pain.
Ow!
Okay, so is your friend joining in here, or?
He's trying. We'll just wait and see. fine. He can hop in at any point.
Well, at least we know my magic is still working.
I suppose so. And I'm like nursing the side of my chest.
And she's nursing her jaw, and she says, "You didn't have to hit me."
As you do this, you hear a low rumbling sound behind you, a little bit.
I slowly turn around.
2 yellow eyes stare out from.
Aha, it is my lord, Ife, the golden-eyed raven. Long have I dreamt of this day, and I stride forward.
Okay,
Out jumps
she's
a bear.
gonna clap. Okay, I was gonna say she's gonna clap her hand around Atlantis's mouth, both to stop him from going forward and from talking. And she's like, "Shush!"
A bear jumps out.
All right.
Black bear, yellow eyes.
Okay, I'm gonna immediately like try to get out of the way of this.
Okay.
All right. She'll let you go.
You guys are just gonna run?
Probably, yeah.
That's fine.
Yeah.
You guys run off. It chases you for a little bit, but it doesn't pursue you, and it's not going that fast.
Okay.
Yeah, so you're running, and it's probably a good 200 feet behind you at this point.
Okay, I'm gonna take a moment and cast Cure Light Wounds on myself first, and then maybe her, if she's nice.
As you stop and look behind you, the bear has just vanishes.
Okay.
That's odd.
I'm gonna wait. What is it? Expose myself to danger, or
Well, it's put
a
yourself
complication?
in a spot, I think is what it is.
Okay, I think I'll do that. Can I heal first before then?
Yes, good.
Okay.
I'm just gonna test this for a sec. I rolled, what, 21 damage? Oh, whoops.
Heal myself for 2.
Okay.
Great. Fantastic.
Okay.
That makes more sense. Okay, sorry, I'm just testing the macro out for damage.
Yeah, that's fine.
That's good.
Okay, so you healed yourself for 2, and you're going to, see, you're putting yourself in a position, like, in a not fun position.
Well, it's some sort of complication.
Let's say that you do this, but you are not able to cast the spell again on the other character's name?
Eldara.
Aldara, yeah, on Aldara. You're not able to cast the spell on Aldara right now, because it kind of fizzles a little bit.
And I'm a little angry at her, and that's not letting me.
Oh yeah, I have a question. You said that our character's background is that we're pulled from being stereotypical fantasy people.
Yeah, you guys are somewhat stereotypical fantasy. Yes.
And he's basically the hero, right? The good cleric guy.
Yeah.
And I'm basically the villain, the evil witch.
Yes.
Have we been like fighting each other, or is this the first time we've met?
This is the first time you've ever met. You have memories of like your origin, where you came from, but no memories leading up to this point when you woke up in the woods. And you
So a big old gap in the middle.
All right. Good to
so
know.
you guys are on somewhat of a path right now.
Yes.
I've never heard of any tales of ghost bears in my lands. Have you heard of anything such as this?
I've heard of experiments mixing an owl and a bear together, but not a ghost and a bear. What would be the point?
I am curious as well. For now, I think the safest thing is to stay along this path.
I think the safest thing is to find a way back to our, back to our home.
Are you a resident of Rivlon Forest as well?
No.
I did not think so. Where do you come from?
I'm from the Mages Guild.
The Mages Guild in Altheim?
Yes.
You've come a long way.
Apparently, I don't remember how I got here, though.
Neither do I. So I think at this point we proceed along the path very cautiously.
Okay. Yeah, you just continue along, and eventually you come upon a town. Pretty
All
quaint
right.
little town.
Ah, civilization, such a relief. Come, let us get our answers.
All right. And
I think we stride right on in.
Okay. As you
Yeah.
walk in, you see a farmer standing by his house. Pretty friendly. When you walk
Hail,
in,
good sir.
there's a little fenced-in area that you walk in, and he waves at you as you walk in and says, "Hello, welcome to our town."
How does the day find you, friend?
she's just gonna keep walking past the farmer.
He responds and says, "Quite a good day. How about yourself?"
Well, I am not quite sure. It's been a strange day. I don't know where I am, and I was looking for any assistance you might be able to give.
Well, I don't know about assistance, but I could surely use my help some help. Sorry about that. I don't know about any assistance I could give you, but I could sure use some help myself.
A favor for a favor, then. If you tell me where this is, I will assist you as best I can.
Ah, well, this is Littleton.
Littleton, Kingdom of...
I'm not exactly sure what kingdom this is. It shifts pretty often.
You know not of your lord.
No, we don't deal with that sort of thing much. We're on the border of a couple, and this territory tends to shift, but they generally leave us alone.
Curious. What favor do you seek to ask?
Well, I've got this rat problem in my basement, if you wouldn't mind helping me out.
Such an uncouth job is ill fit for nobility. I think not. I'll proceed to follow after Aldara.
Okay.
Yeah. She just sniggers and says, "You're Atlantis, right?"
Yes, Lentus Terran.
All right. You seem to be a little naive in the ways of the world.
In what way?
There's very little a farmer like that can offer us, especially since we're looking for a way home, and he's probably never been outside of this town in his entire life.
Even
And
though
yet you stopped to help him with something. I overheard something about rats, but
in my homeland, we seek to aid the small folk, and in return, they stand by us in our time of need.
she'll shrug and say, "I'm going to be looking for any kind of documents, maps of this place, or it might be any, books they have about general knowledge. Try and get to know this place. You can help whoever you want, but I would rather help us first."
No, I understand your reasoning, and I will assist you in this endeavor.
Wonderful.
Okay, I
Is
think my
there any
friend
sort
is
of like...
about to get on, by the way.
Okay. Is there any sort of like library or house of learning?
As you get closer into town, the buildings get more less like a shack and hut thing.
Mm-hmm.
A little bit more refined. And it looks like there is somewhat of a manor-ish style house in the center, but
Mm-hmm.
no clear library or anything, and very little signage. Correct you. There are a few people milling about, though.
All right.
What are your thoughts?
I'm not quite sure. We probably need to gain entry into the manor over there because I'm sure they have a library. But without an invitation, I don't think we'd be allowed in.
Ah, that is where my lineage will come in handy, I'm sure. I'm sure of it.
She'll roll her eyes and say, sure, sure.
I'll stride right up to the manor and rap heartily at the front gate, front entrance, whatever.
Yeah, it's just a door. There's no gate around.
Okay.
So you walk up and you knock, and a portly gentleman opens the door. He says, "Hello, what can I do for you?"
Ah, I meant to present myself to your lord. I am Lantis Terran, fourth son of House Terran. I come here to present good tidings to your lord and humbly ask his. Lantis isn't very well spoken.
Said House Aaron?
Yes, indeed. And I'll pluck the family ring off my finger and show him.
I do not recognize such a thing. But nevertheless, Mayor Aldridge should be able to see you.
Ah, very good. Please, allow my associate in.
Yeah, so he guys in and takes you over to the side room. You walk in and there's a desk with an older gentleman sitting behind it, writing on papers. Parchment.
Okay. I guess I will.
Yeah, he looks up and clears his throat a little bit. Who is this?
It is I, Lantis Terran, fourth son of House Terran. And I'll just kind of like place the ring on the edge of his desk so you can get a good look at it. We are new to these lands and humbly ask for information and of any sort that would help us in our journey.
Picks it up and he examines it. Back down. Whittles his feather that he's writing with for a second. Says, no, I don't recognize this at all. But I'd love to let you use whatever resources we have available if they had been stolen.
Stolen, you say? This
Oh boy.
this house is in fine repair for such a event to have transpired.
Yes, well, one of my students here decided that he wanted to take his research elsewhere, so all of the books and maps in our library.
Great.
What my associate meant to say is that, of course, we would love to help you recover your stolen goods and set right this injustice.
Oh, wonderful. I have the town guard will escort you to the barracks where they will be able to brief you on what to expect and where you should.
Indeed.
Sure.
Thank you for your time, Mayor, and we will be in contact soon. I am sure of it.
Nods and says, "Thank you very much," and then are led back out and passed off to a guard.
Okay.
The guard says, "Hello there. Here to help in recovering our books."
That is the state of it, I believe.
Never been much of a reader myself, but I don't like to see things stolen from our mayor here.
He seems a good man.
That he is. This is the barracks. The captain will tell you which way they went.
Please inform my associate. I must tend to my wounds very briefly.
She'll roll her eyes and rub her jaw a little bit. just to remind him
Yeah.
that she's wounded as well, and then she'll follow.
The guard nods and says, "Ah, well, here. Let me take you to our healer, and the captain is waiting inside if you'd like."
Sure, why not?
Okay, so we're both stopping by the healer, and then
No, I was saying that you were going to the healer.
Yeah.
oh,
Yeah.
Eldar is going to the captain.
okay.
So you go off to the healer, and to your go ahead and
Okay.
heal back to full.
Okay.
All right, so Eldara, you walk in. A man in shining armor standing there with a map. Hello.
She's immediately going to run to the map and not greet him, and try to see what it's a map of.
It's a map
First
of
of all,
the town and the woods around.
okay, just the surrounding area. She's going to sigh and say, "Of course, it can't be that easy," and then she'll look up and say, "Hello.
Hi, I
My
understand you were
name's."
going to help in recovering our books.
Oh, good. Word travels fast. I didn't even need to explain anything. Very well. Yes. Although I have a small caveat. I'm not as naive as my partner. I'm not going to do this for free. I would like to borrow those books for a little while.
You will have to speak to the mayor, but I'm sure you will be compensated.
Yes, of course.
All right. From what we know, his student went east, and he marks a place in the forest to the east, and should be holed up somewhere around here. There's a cave in this area that has been known to be uninhabited.
All right.
Would you like me to send someone with you to help you?
I mean, I've already got a meat shield. I mean, a companion. But I guess the more the merrier.
All right, I will make sure to send one of the guards with you then. Please hurry. We need the books back.
Yeah, I'm sure you do.
Stands there.
And she'll say, "What's beyond the forest?" Just curious.
Well, beyond the forest, there's a river to the south. There's a mountain to the north. To the east, there's just vast woods for most of the way. I've never been past it.
All right. Well, thank you for your information. And she'll leave and go to find Lantis.
All right. Yeah. So as you walk out, he's just approaching the guard, and just come back from the.
What
Oh,
news?
there you are.
Yes.
There's a cave west of town that they say would make a good hideout because it's uninhabited.
Do they
Why the town
suspect?
guard hasn't gone there is a little bit curious, but if the books are there, then we can kill two birds with one stone.
I do not take kindly to this euphemism, but we shall go and see. I'm gonna take a moment to like size up the guard. Does he look competent, or?
He looks competent. He's not like he doesn't look like a skilled fighter necessarily, but he's a generic trained town guard. He's got leather armor,
Okay.
carries a sword, shield on his back.
What is your name, friend?
My name is Timothy.
Timothy. My good man. Will you be accompanying us on this journey?
I am told I will be.
Very well. I'm sure we'll have tales to tell before day is out.
I sure hope not. I just want to get the books and get back in time for dinner.
That is tale enough for me.
Right, this way, and he leads the way out of the city.
Okay.
Town.
Yep.
Right. Yeah, you
So
guys.
are we passing through woods to get there?
Yes, you're going back into the woods. Woods surround
Okay.
the town on all
Okay.
sides.
Just checking.
So you exit through the gate and head back into the woods. After about half an hour of walking, I get you to make a
Well, yeah.
Discern realities. Yeah, that.
Or is it? It sounds more like a defy danger the way you put it.
Perception. It'd be a perception check. You're not in immediate danger.
Alright.
Okay.
Discern realities first.
Okay, my wisdom is pretty good, so. Yep, pretty good.
So you rolled a 7.
Yeah, I found there's buttons on the sheet that calculate it for me.
Oh, cool. Okay, so yeah, Solantis, you notice that there is a like thin string stretched across the road.
Okay.
Aldara, you see this just as you step on it.
Uh-huh.
Oh, so she's like a little bit ahead.
Yeah, just a little bit. Well, because you stop and notice it.
Mhm.
And I just keep walking.
Well, yeah, you notice it as you're right as you're about to step on it, so you're right in front of it,
Mm-hmm.
and then the guard smacks right into it and trips. Can I get a defy danger from you guys, Aldara, since you're very close?
Sure. Defy danger is my choice.
Yeah, you gotta justify
Get out of the way
somehow.
fast.
The dexterity.
Dexterity. Yeah. Seems right.
Use it, or I was gonna say, take a +1 since you noticed it, and but yeah, that's a 6 either way. All right, so you're gonna be taking 4 damage.
From what?
Arrows shoot out of the trees, like from outside of the trees, not like fired from a bow, but like a trap.
And she's gonna swear at Tim.
As you do, you look over at him, and he has 4 arrows sticking out of his back.
But he has like a. He must have had some sort of armor, right?
He had leather armor, but they didn't stop it.
Oh, that sucks. Lantis will drag his body back and check him for a.
He's still alive as you start to drag him.
Okay.
Groans in pain.
Alright, I'm gonna drag him back and try to cure his wounds.
Right.
She's gonna yank out the arrows first, one by one.
Oh. Wait, no. You gotta wait, because now the arrows are getting yanked out.
Do
Unless you're gonna stop that somehow.
I mean, it would have been pretty immediate, I think. Lantis is very
Oh, you're casting the spell?
self-sacrificing.
Okay, so you just healed for 8 then, right?
Yeah, crit on
Yeah.
healing.
Okay. Now you're gonna pull 4 arrows out of his back, though?
Well, if the magic of the cure wounds makes the arrows disappear or something, that's fine too.
No, they're still in him. He's just much more stable now.
Okay, yeah,
you
she's
could probably
gonna
pull him out and it wouldn't hurt, probably.
pull them out.
Okay,
Then,
roll
anyway.
strength check, I guess? Yeah, roll a strength check.
Mm,
She's not very strong, but she rolled
Okay.
okay.
yeah.
So you're able to get him out, and
Yeah.
it doesn't, like, the bleeding doesn't start again. The wounds kind of seal up, but he hurts a little bit. Getting arrows yanked out of him.
She'll grin a bit.
Steady boy. You're okay.
He coughs and stands up and is like, "I'm fine." What was that?
Some sort of
It was a trap.
Hmm.
Nincompoop. Obviously, if he's hiding out, he's gonna trap his place. So
This
if
is
anyone tries,
strange. You
what
shouldn't have been dangerous.
says who?
Well, says the mayor. It was one of his students, one of the best students. He just had different ideas about research and was leaving for another town.
She's gonna roll her eyes and says, "If the mayor told you to jump off a bridge, would you do that?"
Well, it depends what's under the bridge.
Nothing.
How do you have a bridge with nothing under it?
It's hypothetical. It's a question. You shouldn't believe everything someone tells you just because they're in a position of power.
I mean, but the mayor's a good man. We elected him.
Okay. As this interaction goes, I'm gonna place my palm to one of like the trapped trees
Mhm.
and ask it 2 questions.
You're asking the tree a question.
Yes, as part of my racial ability.
Oh, okay. I was a little
so-
confused for a second there.
It's an unusual
No, I
thing
see
to
it.
do.
What, choose an inanimate plant or tree. You may ask it 2 questions, and it must answer. Yeah, to the best of its
Yes.
abilities. Okay.
How long ago was this trap set?
You're nothing. No response.
Okay, I'm
It's
gonna think
not-
about my
not-
second question.
Well, not even like not even like it's not answering you. You just don't feel anything. It doesn't seem like a tree.
I'm gonna ask it what its true name is, and that'll be my last question.
Okay, there's still no response.
Okay. That's what
I was kind of hoping for tree_03.jpg, but okay.
Crazy guy 97.
You know, as you feel it, it doesn't feel like bark when you put your hand on this tree either. And it's got holes in the side of it where the arrows came out.
These trees are not trees, Aldara. These trees are not trees.
As much as that sentence makes no sense, I'm inclined to agree with you. Like I said before, this is probably some kind of magic. That's
Yeah, if you look around, the 2 trees that had the wire connected to them look slightly different than the other trees.
oh.
Their coloration is a little tiny bit off.
Hmm.
So I should have asked some other trees, basically.
Maybe.
You could still try.
No, that's a once per session thing. So
It has to be an inanimate plant or tree, right?
Yes.
You didn't ask a plant or a tree.
As far as I know. Well, yeah, I'll wait on it.
Okay, because what I was saying is like it doesn't even seem like you were talking to anything.
Oh, okay. I see what you mean.
There was no conscience
Anyway.
or anything.
Eldara is going to drink one of her healing potions that she pulls out of her sack,
Okay.
and she's going to pull the arrows out of her as well.
Oh, there was only one that hit you, and it just kind of grazed you.
Oh, okay.
Nothing stuck.
But yeah, I'm below half, I think. So I decide to take a healing potion.
Okay.
How much is that again?
It's always
Generally-
10.
Yeah, we generally say it's just 10. But unlike the others that we have, when you drink a healing potion, you drink it.
Yep.
You drink it.
Yeah.
It's fine.
That's the normal way to do it.
Yeah. Well, we usually have them have.
Well-
or we've had them have 2 use it.
Oh, okay. So I get plus 10, which means I'm back at 13.
Okay.
Alright.
What's your health? I gotta see this.
13.
Ah. Okay. It was like you took 8 damage total. You shouldn't be dying yet.
No, but I was pretty close. If I took
I
another
thought-
4, I'd have
Yeah.
1. If I took more than 4, I'd be dead. So
And I thought my HP was bad.
I'm a wizard. What do you want from me?
Everything.
Okay, so Timothy says we should probably keep going.
Yes, you're right.
She says, this time, let the elf lead.
Gladly. And I'll lead the way.
All right.
Can we see the cave from here, or is this a ways out?
You still got Timothy says no. You still got about 20 minutes left till we get to the cave.
Very well. Everyone,
It'll
follow
be
me.
visible from the path, though.
I'm gonna draw and ready my spear as we proceed.
Okay. The next 20 minutes are pretty uneventful, and you come up upon a cave. Just right there on the right, pretty obvious. There's even the path has a little section that juts off towards the entrance.
This appears to be the place. Is it not?
Right.
And I'll look to Timothy.
No, this is the cave for sure.
Very well. Okay, so what is Timothy equipped with? Does he have a shield?
Leather armor. He has a shield on, like he has a shield out and his sword out, short sword, buckler.
Okay, so I'm gonna cast light on his shield.
No, you're
Nope.
not.
Okay.
You're in fact not going to cast light on his shield.
Okay. So it to him it just looks like I'm like touching his shield, and I like play it off as good shield. Keep it up.
All right. Does thanks.
Okay.
All right, we should go in though.
Right.
All right.
Here, I brought a
I
torch.
think
He lights a torch and hands it. Who wants to take the lead?
I'm going to conjure an unseen servant,
Okay.
Let's see how that works.
and we're going to give him the torch.
Okay, conjure it.
Put him in front. All right. Spell is this a 9.
So yeah, what are you gonna do?
I think I'm going to take -1 on going to cast a spell
Really? For okay.
Okay.
till the next time.
Okay.
Okay. So like a ghostly apparition appears and carries it for you.
Well, completely unseen. The torch just kind of
Oh,
floats.
Yeah, the torch is just floating in front of us.
that's a cool spell.
Yeah.
Timothy says, I'll take the rear.
Very well. And I'll like get my spear in 2 hands and ready as I enter, cautiously.
And Eldara will stick close to Tim, make sure he doesn't trip up again.
Okay. So Tim kind of like skirts back a little bit and stays behind you.
That's fine.
Okay. So as I proceed alongside the unseen servant, what comes to light?
So it just looks like a pretty straight path cave that's leading back a ways into the mountain hill thing. Starts to lead
Okay.
down a little bit. The path is probably wide enough for 2 people to stand shoulder to shoulder.
Okay.
So comfortably 1, you could squeeze 2 next to each other though.
Okay.
Well, the ground looks well worn. It's a stone ground now. Looks well worn and well traveled.
Hmm. Yeah, I think we just keep going.
Okay. And then you eventually come to this room, the open area, and it's inside. Looks like there's no other path.
Hmm. It seems we have hit a dead end here.
Maybe he's out to lunch.
Or perhaps there's something else here. And I'll look
Like
around.
what?
I'm gonna use discern realities to see if there's anything hidden here. 14. Goddamn.
Okay, well, there's nothing hidden, but it's a good thing you did that. You start to look around, and then you feel weird and turn around just in time to see Tim swinging his sword at you.
Okay.
So, defy danger, but take a +2 because you saw it.
Okay. I'm gonna try and like block it with the shaft of my spear.
Okay.
So that's con.
Yeah.
So you said +2?
Yeah.
Okay. 6. Nope.
Okay, so
Nope.
his his sword like hits the shaft of your spear and bounces off and hits right into you.
Okay.
Take 2 damage.
1 damage.
Oh, you have armor?
Yep.
Okay. As this happens, it kind of like the light kind of flickers for a second, and so a person appears right behind Tim.
Mm.
You're cute.
Hello, my friends.
Who the hell are you?
So yeah, a person appears in. By the way, you are disoriented. You have no idea how you got here. You have your memories of like your origin, but you don't remember anything up to this point. Like Look for any recent memories. And there's a pamphlet sitting on the ground in front of you in this cave.
There's a what sitting on the ground in front of me?
A pamphlet. It's
A pamphlet.
white, like a bleach white paper with printed text on it that is very unfamiliar to you. But there's also a dude with a sword that you just watched try and hit a dude with a spear, and a random girl standing over there as well. You've got
Yeah, she
no
looks
clue
a
what's
little
going
crazy.
on. You have
That
no
guy
clue
has
what's
like a
going
hood
on.
and blonde hair. Back, begone, demons! And I swipe with my spear.
At who? Tim or the person that just showed up after
I'm
the
gonna
full
like
life flicker?
brandish it in a wide swing,
Okay.
just like a quarterstaff move, I guess.
Okay. Defy danger. What's your character's name?
I did
Windvale.
a 6, so don't worry
Yes.
about it.
Okay.
Basically,
Oh, you rolled a 6. Never mind.
yeah,
So yeah,
don't worry about
you
it.
kind of just like sweep and no one responds. Tim is like, I'm sorry it had to come to this, but we can't have anyone interfering. We needed privacy.
Interfering with what?
That's over your heads. I'm sorry I have to do this. And he swipes at you again, Atlantis.
Okay.
If it's over our heads, could we please speak to the expert head?
Defy danger, Atlantis.
That was a failure. So
Oh,
I
no,
deserve
this
it.
isn't in response to that. Your failure was just that you didn't hit him.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he's now
okay,
gonna try and lunge at you.
I guess I'm gonna try to block again. Nope. Alt
Okay.
XP.
So yeah, he's gonna catch you again on the arm. This time, just straight hit you on the arm. Take 6 damage.
5. Okay.
Yep. Right now it's like he attacked. So what are you guys gonna do?
Eldara is. She tried to get some answers, but it looks like he's not going to. So she's going to come to Atlantis's defense and cast Magic Missile at Tim.
Okay. Remember, you have a -1. Yeah.
Yes.
Doesn't matter apparently.
That's an 11.
All right, deal damage.
Alright. That's 2d4 damage. 4 damage.
That'll do it.
Pew, pew,
Thing
pew.
flies backward against the wall and slumps.
Is he like completely dead, or is he still conscious?
You can check.
She's gonna cross her arms and look at Atlantis and say, "You're welcome."
Thank you. We may have our differences, but you are a powerful ally.
Is she gonna check his pulse?
Somebody is. I'm not going to.
Okay. How do you react to there's this random person? Also, Quinvale, you want to pick up the pamphlet on the ground in front of you?
Yes.
Okay. You should be able to see it under the handouts tab. Same as the
Yeah.
players thing.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you want to read that? But yeah, how are you guys going to respond to the fact that there is a random person that just showed up out of nowhere in the middle of this cave with a pamphlet on the ground in front of them?
I'm
Kind of
gonna
like you did.
level my spear point towards his throat. Who are you, and why are you here?
Eldara is gonna take the pamphlet from his hands.
Right. It's the same.
Speak.
It's the same pamphlet you guys have on you.
Me, I am Quinvale. I am Immolator of Fire. My only goal is to burn everything in my path.
She's gonna facepalm and say, "Oh, it's another one," and then she's gonna hand the pamphlet to Atlantis.
Okay, I'll just
It
kind of like
explains
slide it into
everything.
the pocket. Fine.
Are you not gonna you're not gonna let him read the pamphlet?
Oh, I assumed he'd read it, or he had read like half of it.
I mean, I'm busy right now, so
I already read it.
we'll put reading on the back burner.
Okay. Yeah, so you read the thing. This is Project Zero, and we here at X Corp place you in a computer-generated simulation to serve you. Please refrain from trying to remove yourself from the simulation as it may endanger your well-being. All will be explained in due time. Thank you for your cooperation. Dr. Tiedemann, head medical expert. This makes
You are
no sense to you.
Yeah,
I'm gonna.
mainly because I can't actually read.
Well, that would be a problem, yes.
Okay. So I'm gonna look at this.
I have no
curious
memories.
person.
All I have is these brands on my arms and a symbol in my hand.
I'm gonna look at this curious person that just appeared out of nowhere and say, "You are clearly evil. Leave, and no harm will come to you."
I mean you no harm, and I bring no evil. I am aligned with no one.
He's one of us, Lantis. Cool your no, not jets. Cool your dragons.
Hmm. This may be the case, but if you double cross us, you will pay. And I'll remove my spear point from his throat and just stand aside.
She'll introduce herself. I'm Eldara of the Alfheim's Magic Guild, Mages Guild. And this lunkhead here is Lantis. And we're both
Lantis.
trapped here just like you.
Lantis of House Terran.
Yeah, she doesn't do that. You interjected.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, I would say it's a pleasure to meet you, but I feel no pleasure.
I apologize for that.
Do you guys want to try and, since he can't read, do you want to catch him up on what's going on?
Yeah, Eldara's just gonna shrug and say, "We know as much as you do. We're all in the same boat here."
We were seeking answers when you appeared. We were tracking down some book thief. Perhaps in these books we might learn more of our plight.
Except there's no books or thief here.
And
Just
he's
the dead guy.
Only a traitor. And I'm just gonna jam my spear into his chest to make sure he's dead.
Oh, okay. Well, you know that thing where the thing you learn as a DM where you gotta make sure you have multiple paths?
Yeah.
Yeah, I should work on that. Alright, so Tim's dead, guys.
Okay. I'm gonna check his body for any information or items.
There is just a note on him.
Okay. What does it say?
It says, "Meet me by the bridge. Come alone, midnight."
Okay. I'm gonna pass
X.
this to Eldara. Pass this note to her.
Okay.
It's pretty vague.
It is.
Like, what bridge? Which night?
You still have the map of the town, by the way.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the one that
She'll pull it out and we'll start looking for bridges.
There's a bridge in town. One bridge.
Only one?
Yep.
Wow.
In the back,
So,
the back top north corner.
well, I have a working theory on which bridge it is, but I'm not sure which night it is. Is there any date on the note?
No, but the ink is still wet.
Alright, so it seems to be a fresh note.
They're expecting one person, so perhaps we bait them out.
Yes.
Using one of us.
I vote you, Lantis.
And I'm gonna glance at his armaments. Can I gather them up and take them with me?
The what?
The dead guards.
Yeah, you can take
sword and shield.
You can take the sword and shield.
Well, I don't really want the leather armor.
Okay, well you can take the buckler and the sword, yes.
Okay. So does Quinville have any anything on his person, or is it just him?
Me, I have only the robes on my body.
Well,
and
for the time being, you are
all
now
I need
swordsman.
is my fire.
I just passed the sword and buckler to him. Happy trails.
I I deny your request for me to take these.
I just like press them to his body, and if he doesn't take them, they just fall to the ground. Take.
Alright, well,
I
just,
only need my flames.
alright, well, they clatter to the ground, I guess. You guys are gonna head out back to the town?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Great. You know, one thing I'm just gonna say, I find it interesting. You have no memory of anything. But you're all randomly working together. Great. Gives a lot of time.
Well, Aldara seems reasonable. And Atlantis trusts everyone, so.
Well, that
Yeah, Lantis is naive. In fact, I've written down the bond with him is that Lantis is woefully misinformed about the world, and I will teach him all that I can.
Okay. Well, yes, you guys all head back to town. As you approach, a guardsman identical to Timothy, pretty much, walks up and says, "What happened to Timothy?"
Eldar is gonna get in a battle-ready pose.
I'm gonna stand slightly afar from this guy and tell him, it seems Timothy was working alongside the mayor's apprentice, ex-apprentice.
Timothy, really? I didn't see that from him. Also, well, still, where is he? What happened?
I just glanced down at like my bruised and bloody arm. I think you can put the pieces together.
Timothy attacked you? I thought we were just dealing with a book thief here.
Apparently not.
We must speak to the mayor immediately. Come.
Yes.
Eldar says, I'm not so sure that's a good idea.
You may be right.
Mayor's the one who sent us on this trip. How can we be
The guard turns around to
trusting?
walk away and says, "Come on, immediately. There's something you're not telling me."
This man appeared just as Timothy attacked. He may be suspect in this. Please escort him to the nearest facility.
Well,
Okay,
all right.
I gaze intensely into your eyes and ask, what fuels the flames of your desire?
As you say that, you are handcuffed and let off.
Okay, but I have to answer.
That's actually a move I have.
Oh, is it?
And whoever I direct it towards has to tell me the truth,
Yes.
despite if they know it or not.
What fuels the flames of my desire? Gain for myself and for my family.
Okay.
Then what have you not gain if I stay with you?
And you're dragged off. The guard is
Yeah.
off at this point.
I'll give it a good long think.
I conjure a sword of flame and slash the guard.
Your hands are bound behind your back. Can you still do that?
Well, I mean, I have my entire class is based around my ability to control fire. You think handcuffs are a problem?
Okay. So yeah, you do this then, or do the try and do that then, over a spell or whatever.
I sense tension here, so I think I'm going to try and heal myself while I can.
Oh, you're
Not
fine.
die.
He's being let off by the guard. He's a good 20 feet away at this point.
Well, I mean, okay, so
Okay.
So go ahead and conjure your weapon of pure flame. Rolling, however, at what? Con?
yeah, it's roll plus con.
So, this wasn't exactly mentioned, but Unseen Servant is not an ongoing spell, but the servant exists until it takes damage or leaves in my presence.
So you still got a floating torch following you, yes.
Yes. So I was just saying that because the guy can control fire, right?
Yes, and you do still have
So,
a floating
yeah.
torch. But yes, are you going to summon a sword of fire?
Yes.
Okay, go ahead and do your roll then.
Let me see. That would be a roll plus my constitution. So is that? I think that's a +1.
Oh dear, a 5. Oh no, wait, that was me.
Yeah, I don't know what you just.
I don't see
Do
the
you know how to
roll
roll?
either.
Yeah, I'm working on it.
Just type this without the period.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh,
Oh no, so you don't. You try to conjure a sword and it doesn't work.
oh, mark XP.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Make sure that's another thing. When in Dungeon World, anytime you fail a roll, you mark XP.
Alright,
And that is how many XP?
One.
Just
One per.
okay.
yeah, whenever you gain XP, it's always 1 XP.
Got it. Well, I mean, let me see. Can I make another attempt to do something?
No. At this point, the guard has
Okay.
completely dragged you away and thrown you in a cell. You were pretty close to the. So you're in a cell. The other two of you are now left alone with the floating torch.
And then Eldar is gonna say, "Why did you do that?"
He was suspect.
That means you'd be suspect too, and so am I. Are you gonna throw me to the dungeon as well?
No, because you are a good sort, I believe. Although you did injure me earlier, you also saved me. So the good may wash out the bad.
She's gonna shake her head at Atlantis and go off to the dungeons.
Right. So you walk over to Atlantis. You're standing there alone now. Street.
Yeah. I think I might want to go talk to the mayor.
Okay. Let's go to the dungeon first then.
Okay.
Okay, so you walk in, and there's the guard that you talked to when you first walked in, standing there, and there's two cells. And, Quinvale
Quinvale.
is in the left one, standing there. In front.
Okay, she's gonna go up to the cell and say, "You know, I never did get your name."
I have told upon you. My name is Quinvale.
Quinvale. It's a strange name.
I'm a foreigner in most lands.
What do you need with the prisoner?
She said, "We're just having a conversation."
I understand that, but gotta be safe.
And you think his words are going to harm me?
You never know. One looks.
She'll just smile. Right, so can I call you Quinn for short, or Q? Q would be easier.
You may call me Q.
Alright, Q. You say you have no memory of what happened before you appeared in the cave with us?
All I know is that my name is Quinvale, and I know my abilities.
Right, but you don't know where you come from, or who your people are, or where you got your abilities from.
Actually, the only thing I do remember of my past is how I attained my abilities.
Oh, well, that's something. Maybe you could tell me and I could find a way to get you out of this.
I was exiled by my village. And when a group of monks took me in, they soon found out the reason I was exiled. I do not remember that, but they branded me with these marks, you see. And they sent me into a cave with only but a torch, which I then learned over a period of many years to control the fire that brings light.
Right, and you also regularly sandpaper your throat? I'm kidding.
All right, that's enough
I
talking.
like the voice.
That's enough talking. We must interrogate him and determine whether or not he needs to be. Please leave.
She'll shrug and wave goodbye and say, "Bye, Q." I was also tempted to say, so you're basically the Iron Fist, right?
All right,
But
all right. Let's
No, see, I am. Well, I mean, I'm technically a pyromaniac
yeah,
well, the guard
because
shuffles you out.
I went completely insane when these monks branded me. They cursed me and so I basically it caused me to go completely insane. And there's little to stop my rage,
Mm.
but my intelligence.
Okay, yeah. So the guard pushes you out, and then let's hop over to Lantis, who was going to the back to the mayor's manor.
Just gonna knock once again at the door.
The mayor himself opens this time, actually.
Ah, Mayor. Just who I was looking for.
What is it, Lantis?
It seems there was a bit of treachery amidst your guards as we
Treachery?
entered the
In the guards?
as
This
we
is
entered
not
the
good.
cave. As we entered the cave, Timothy took it upon himself to strike at us in our unaware state, as we had trusted him until that far. You understand? I'll look down at my injuries. However, we slew him. I hope this does not bear ill upon us. We know not the laws of this land.
No, you were in the right to defend yourself. Here, come.
As
Let's
I thought.
get you to the healer's tent, and you can tell me more.
Thank you.
He's gonna walk over to the healer's tent, and that's when all Zara is pushed out of the prisons. You guys are near each other now on the street.
Okay.
yep.
Aldara, how fares our new friend? And I'll kind of like wink a little bit.
He is being interrogated at the moment. Although I doubt they'll learn any more than I did.
Hmm.
He doesn't remember very much, except that he's been outcast from his own village and cursed by the monks who took him in. And now he's been ostracized by you as well. So he's pretty downtrodden. I think you should cut him some slack.
I'm sure he can forgive me my misapprehension towards him.
We'll see.
Sorry.
He has a very fiery personality, I would say.
He's a very raspy individual as well.
Yeah.
Okay,
Well,
do you guys not actually get why I did the voice?
I understand that it's a character.
No. See, like, I was stuck in the cave, right? And all I had was this torch, which I kept it ablaze through my rage. And so basically, I was just constantly inhaling smoke.
That might actually. All right.
Okay.
So, yeah, the mayor says, "Come to the healer's tent. Let's take care of you."
Yes, thank you.
Okay, so
Eldar's gonna say, "I don't require healing."
still come. I want to talk to you too. And while you guys go there, I'm gonna cut over to Unveil prison.
Okay.
Alright, so the second the door is closed, the guard turns around, grabs a chair, slams on the ground, and sits facing you. What do you know?
I know only my name and my abilities.
I don't know, not about you. What do you know about what's going on? How much have you found out?
Nothing.
What
but
did
of
Timothy
this
tell you?
Timothy told me nothing before he was slain.
I don't believe you. Stay here. I'll be back. He gets up and he goes out and he locks the door to the prison as well as he leaves. Okay, so over at the healer's tent, the mayor leads you guys in and sits you down.
Oh, very well, thank you.
Eldar is gonna stay standing with her arms crossed.
So, what do you know? What happened?
Well, we were led out into the woods we were attacked by some sort of like spring trap through fake trees, which is curious, and led into the cave, and that is when Timothy struck.
That's everything. You don't know anything else? No
Well,
message?
there was the other. I
Is
do
there a
not know his
message
name.
we should know, Mr. Mayor?
Well, no,
You
I
seem
was
to be
hoping you had.
fishing for something.
I was hoping you had something. I don't know how to proceed. Is there any way that you think other guards could be involved in this?
I don't know. All I know is
Mm,
that you don't seem to know what's going on with your own men. First with your apprentice or whatever, and next with one of your guards.
My
It's
apprentice was
amazing you've
always
stayed in power however long you have.
my apprentice always was strong-willed, and Timothy was newer to the guards. I hadn't known him very well. Um, this worries me. I'm gonna have to assume he was acting alone. I know the rest of the
Who
men.
recommended him?
Nobody. He joined the guards.
who recommended him on our expedition?
Well, I surely didn't. I assume he had volunteered.
Hmm. You should keep closer eye on your men for the time being.
Right after you say that, um, the guard that you met at the gate pokes his head in. Mayor, I need to speak with you. Excuse me. Let me talk to Samuel really quick.
Okay, so can I heal myself
Yeah,
up to full?
go ahead and heal yourself.
Thank you.
Yeah, you see the mayor and Samuel, the guard's name, step out
Mhm.
and for a minute.
Eldar is gonna lower her voice and say to Lantis, I think there's something sketchy going on with this town, and I think the mayor's involved.
I'm gonna nod quietly.
Your hushed voice is coming outside. Can make a discern realities check.
Yes. This one will be with...
It's always wisdom, I think, for that.
Yeah.
Oh, bam.
I guess. Oh, right.
I
Certain
listen to
realities is
everything
wisdom.
and all the
So do I.
cosmos.
Yeah, you guys can hear this clear as day. So they're standing way too close to the tent still, and seeing as it's just a tent, you can hear through it. So this is Samuel talking. I think they're better than us. Know too much. Take care. No, I think Bear's like, no. I think that we've got them. Keep this quiet, and if we can't use them first, um, I'll go find them lodging for the night and someone to keep an eye on them. You keep an eye on that brought in. Don't forget the plan. Dick. And then
Alright.
Samuel, you hear Samuel walking off, and the mayor walks back in. All right, well, this is a quite worrying event, though. But let me find you some lodging for the night.
Ah, thank you, Mayor.
That would be wonderful.
Yes, this way, please.
I'll get up and brush myself off as I follow.
Okay, so he's gonna lead you over to the tavern. And a guard will meet you guys there. And he says, this is a guard that I trust with my life. I'm going to leave him outside of your rooms for the night to keep you safe.
Alright.
Such a measure is always welcome.
All right. Well, I'm sure they will feed you. Come back and talk in the morning. We can figure out what to do about this.
Thank you. And I'll kind of like clap him on the shoulder and
And
nod.
smiles at you and you're left with a gruff-looking guard in a mostly empty tavern.
Hmm. Dear Aldara, shall we stretch our legs before dinner?
What did you have in mind?
Oh, just once around the town, get to know the lay of the land, you know. And I'll smile charmingly.
She'll say, "All right, I guess."
And I'll nod to the gruff fellow.
Puts his arm out
We
in front of
shall
you.
we shall only be about 45 minutes
No,
before dinner.
I was told to stay here.
Well, the more the merrier, they say. Come along with us.
No one's leaving. For your own safety.
Well, what is a man to do? And I return upstairs, I guess, and I guess check out what room we have.
So you guys are split into two separate rooms right across from each other.
Okay.
Very small. They have a bed and a stand next to it. About it.
Is there a
A
window?
window?
No windows.
All right.
Let me see what options I have. Maybe you should switch back to Queenvale or something.
Yeah. So
Something
he'll lead
else.
you up and he'll bring you dinner later on. Quinvale, you're back at the prison. What are you gonna do?
What is the guard doing at this moment?
Oh, the guard left.
Okay.
Yeah, the guard has not returned yet. He locked.
So-
You're in a locked cell. The desk isn't too far out of reach. There is a key. See, but it's on the opposite end of the desk, out of your reach quite a ways. And then there's the door to the prison, which is also locked outside.
Well, I'll use my handcrafted ability, which allows me to unmake things made of metal.
Are you sure?
But
Okay.
I'll have to defy danger first.
Or to craft metal objects. Oh, you can unmake things as well. Okay. What are you trying to unmake?
The bars of the cell,
So you're trying to melt a hole in the bars,
pretty much.
see. You have. I'm gonna give you two choices. It's either gonna take you 4 hours to melt through all the bars, like to be able to melt enough that you can pop the bars out and get out, or it's going to exhaust you, and you'll be completely prone.
Here, I'll go for the lock.
Same result either way. You're gonna either have
Same
to spend.
result.
You're gonna spend either 3 hours total time melting the lock, or it's gonna take you only half an hour, but you'll be prone for an hour afterwards, not be able to move yourself.
Wait, isn't there a role for this? Or
Didn't look like it. Just said you may have to defy danger. I'm retconning.
oh, okay.
You rather spend 3 hours to melt the lock, perfectly fine.
I'll spend the 3 hours.
Okay. So as you start to melt the lock, about an hour into this process, you hear fumbling at the door.
I continue to melt the lock.
You don't stop at all?
Nope.
Right, the door starts to open, and in walks Samuel again. Going.
He might be able to like cup it in his hands, so like as to hide what he's doing.
I reach my hands through the bars and I hold them over the lock so as to be I'm just standing there, so it doesn't look suspicious whatsoever.
Okay. Yeah, you're only an hour in. The lock's glowing a little bit, but Samuel doesn't seem to notice it. What are you up to?
Oh, I'm just but standing here. What of you?
You're gonna be in here a while. The mayor execute first.
Why execute me? Why would I be executed?
Because you probably know. Can't take it.
What fuels your flames of your desire?
You using the move on him?
Yes, I'm using the move on him. He has to tell me the truth.
Yeah. I guess there's no like roll on that either or anything. Okay.
Basically, I have the ability to get anybody to tell me the truth about anything,
Okay.
really.
He looks at you and says, "Money." I'm getting paid quite a bit. At least I'm
So you're
supposed to.
willing to take anybody's life just for the fact that you can have a lot of gold.
More gold than you would do the same.
Promised, but not guaranteed.
Well, it is guaranteed if I don't stop us, including you. What
Where is
do
this
you
gold
know?
you speak of, though? Where is it coming from?
That's not for you.
You don't know, do you?
I know more than you think. Now tell me what you know.
I already told you what I know.
Alright, I guess we're gonna have to do this the hard way. He's gonna walk over, grab the key, reach for the lock. Unlock the cell. As he does this, are you gonna do anything?
I put my hand behind my back, ready to cast a fireball upon him.
Okay, so he's gonna grab the lock and then jerk his hand back in pain because he just burned his hand. Ow! What have you done to this thing? Ah. I'm gonna enjoy torturing you. And he then grabs, like a crowbar sort of thing, busts the lock off, and opens the cell and tries and goes to grab you by the arms and get you out. You're still handcuffed, by the way.
Yeah.
But it's there. But yeah, it's kind of longer handcuffs, so you have a little bit of wrist movement. So yeah, he goes and grabs you by the arm and pulls you out of the cell. You're coming with me.
What position are his handcuffs in? Like to the front or the back or what?
They're to the front.
Okay, that would have been pretty awkward otherwise.
Yeah, they're to the front, like they're in the front of him.
Okay.
But he's got enough movement that he could have put his hands kind of behind his back. They're probably a good, I'd say, 2-foot chain. What he's working with, linking the two cuffs. So he's gonna grab you by the arms and pull you out. You're coming with me, and he pulls a knife and puts it to your back.
So he's behind me.
Yeah, he grabs your arm and he puts you in front of him. The knife to your back. Says, this way.
Okay.
You're just gonna let him...
I go with him willingly.
Okay. He's gonna start leading you, and he leads you past the healer's tent, past the tavern, over to a back corner. There's a big, like, bush, and he kind of... he points at it and says, in there.
Wait, what?
He leads you over to like a big bush. That's
Okay.
like a big row of like a hedge thing, and says through there.
Okay.
It shoves you, and you fall through like a false floor, and land on the ground.
Okay.
And that's it. We're gonna cut back to it.
Okay.
Okay, so you guys are at the tavern. Been brought each a bowl of stew. You're in your separate rooms.
Okay. Is there a hallway?
Yes. Here, let me draw really quick. What you looking?
Okay.
Got.
I've concocted a plan.
Got a hall. That's not what I want to do. Got a hallway here. Hallway here.
Yes.
One room. Other room. Right. This is the back wall right there. Stairs are over here. And then you've got the guard right there. That's Lantis. That's...
Okay. So in my room, is there any sort of metal lantern or like oil lamp or anything?
There is not. There is a candlestick on a little wooden bowl.
Okay. I am going to reach into my adventuring kit and pull out a flask of oil.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to douse the side of the wall and then light the candlestick and then throw it onto the wall.
Which wall?
The exterior wall. So
To the outside of the tavern?
Yes, that one.
Oh, that's down. That's not the exterior.
Oh. Is this the exterior?
Yeah, because I was gonna say the tavern is like there's the downstairs
Oh,
floor of the tavern,
okay.
and it
I
comes
see.
around like this. And there's a
Okay.
couple other there. Yeah,
Hmm.
like that.
Yeah, okay. Okay, we'll do the top.
Okay, you're gonna douse that wall and then light fire, set it fire.
Yes, and then I'm immediately going to start like coughing and help, help, and like pounding on the door.
Guard walks over and says, "What is it?"
There's a fire, look!
A fire, and he
As he,
throws the door
as,
open. Oh my gosh, a
yes.
fire!
Okay, as he looks, I'm going to like grab him and then throw him into the blazing inferno.
Give me a strength check. This is a large dude.
Okay. My strength is +1. Here we go. Yes!
Okay, so yeah, you shove him and he like smacks into the fire. He doesn't get lit on fire, but he stands up and he's got burns on him. He says, "What are you doing?"
Okay, I'm going to run over and open Aldara's door and then just like book it for the exit. Aldara, let's go.
She's sitting on her bed. What time of day is it?
It's about 11 o'clock at night at this point.
Okay. I was going to say that she was preparing her spells.
You could have been preparing your spells. You've been in here for about an hour.
Yeah.
Okay. So you've prepared your spells. You don't have that -1. So yeah, you guys gonna rush out?
Yeah, although she's gonna be a little bit behind because it's a surprise for her.
Yeah. So you guys,
Well, you might have heard like me banging on the door or something.
Yeah.
yes, you guys burst out of the tavern. Like there's no one downstairs when you go, so you burst out the door, and then right on your tail is a large, like 6'2" flaming man.
He's still on fire. Wow.
Well, no, he caught on fire. He's wearing like some loose clothing, like a big
Mhm.
loose tunic shirt thing that is now flaming on the sleeves, and he's yelling and like he's screaming at you and running towards you.
Let me think. Aldara, where is Queenville being held? We need his help.
She's just running and she's closer to guard guy. What was his name again?
You never got the big dudes.
Oh, yeah. So she's a lot closer. So she just says more running, less talking.
Okay.
She concentrates on running to keep away from him.
Okay. So as we leave, is there like a bartender or something? Or
There was earlier in the night when you first walked in, but when you burst out of the tavern, you're on the streets
okay.
right now.
So right as we leave the tavern, I'm gonna let Aldara pass, and then like ready my spear, like brace it, so that he like runs into it if he pursues us.
All right, so he's gonna like see that you have your spear out, kind of hesitate for a minute, and then grab your spear. Give me a strength check to see if you can keep him from wrestling it away from you.
Okay. So are we calling this hack and slash?
Yes, because if you succeed, you'll hit him. Okay, so he was trying to take the spear from you. So you can either keep the spear, and you won't be able to get a hold on it, or he'll get the spear, but you'll be able to cut him in the process. Like it'll stick him with it.
I'm gonna keep the spear and not do damage.
Okay. So yeah, he kind of tries to wrestle for it, but you get away.
Okay, but I do delay him for a moment, so Aldara's run past.
Yes. You're
Yeah.
gonna follow Aldara?
As quickly as I can.
Okay. So yeah, you guys are outpacing him by a little bit, but you still have about 15 feet behind you. Large anchor. You're coming up on the prison.
Mm-hmm.
What are you guys gonna do? Head for the prison?
Aldara's in the lead, so.
Aldara, are you heading for the prison? Or just gonna keep running?
In the general direction of the prison, but as long as the guy's chasing, she's probably not going to stop. So
Okay, well,
she's still chasing them.
As you get closer and closer to the prison, you notice the door is, like, there's no light coming from it, and the door is hanging open.
Blast.
Okay.
It looks like they're not here. Where should we go?
If the door is open, she's gonna run inside the prison
Okay.
and probably close the door behind her.
Before I can get in?
Well, that's up to you. Do you want to try and squeeze through?
Yeah, I mean, we could do the spear trick again, and
Well,
now that it's dark,
you
you won't be
I
able to
told
see
you
it.
you were making distance, so he's farther behind you now. Could be both easily get in and then.
Okay.
Let's do that.
Okay, so you do that, and then you hear shouting from the direction of the entrance of the town as well. People running towards the prison now.
And then she's gonna turn on Lantis, and she's extremely out of breath, so she can only speak like one syllable words, and it's like, why did you do that?
We had to escape. We were being held, and we have a place to be. It seems, per my reckoning, it seems that the apprentice wasn't the bad person all along.
She just smacks you upside the head.
So at this point, you now the door is kicked open, and there's at least 15 guards standing. They file in, like some of them file in with weapons and say, "Drop your weapons. You're coming with us."
And she is going to cast a spell.
On our okay.
And the spell, if I just need to look it up because it's actually a cleric spell.
Okay.
That I picked. Oh damn! It's only got one target. Never mind. She's not going to
I
cast
say,
it.
yeah, there's 15 of them that have just burst in on you, all heavily armed.
I was going to say I'm more used to cause fear having a radius effect than chooses one target.
Yeah, no. So,
But yeah.
so they've come in, swords drawn, tell you to drop your weapons and come with them.
She doesn't have any weapons, and she says, "I can't drop my hands. I'm a
Handcuff
wizard."
that one.
We escaped. We escaped the blazing inferno and the town.
Yeah, likely story. We know that you know. Let's go. They're gonna start advancing with handcuffs.
Okay, I'm gonna just like dig my spear into the wooden floor and just go with them.
They handcuff you too. They drag you off back past the tavern, which is now in flames, and
Good.
throw you seemingly into bushes, and you fall through a false floor and land next to a familiar face. And then
So we meet again.
well, and then the hatch is slammed shut. You are in darkness. That's where we're gonna end it.
Wonderful.
So, that was the first episode of Project Xeron. It was a little weird, but I think we got it going eventually.
Yep.
Pretty fun.
Let's go through characters really quick. I know that most of you did you guys set up alignments?
I did.
Yeah, I did.
Okay.
Eldar is actually evil.
I still need to set up my alignment.
Okay, and then let's get.
Which is why I found your comments about her being a good person funny.
That was
It's working with the naive, trusting person thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
So let's start with Lantis really quick. And go through his sheet.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So did I endanger myself to heal another?
Did you?
You didn't heal me at all.
No, I healed the guard, but that was after the danger had passed.
Yeah.
I don't think so. Not this time.
Okay, and then do you want to use some bonds here?
Yeah, I set up 2 bonds this time. I'm concerned about the well-being of, and will play my part in assisting them in the trials to come.
Okay.
And also, my deity showed me a vision of Queen Vale's death. Perhaps I will speak to them about it if they are deserving.
Okay.
So that's that.
And then not enough XP to level up this time. Moving on. Aldara, you have.
Yes. Well, I've got for evil specifically, the goal was to use magic to cause terror and fear. I don't feel like I did that.
Yeah, not this time at least. And then do you want to set up a bond with the other people?
I'd already set up the bond with Lantis from the very beginning. That he's naive, he's woefully misinformed, and I'm going to teach him the ways of the world. And the bond with Quinlan, I'm not sure what it is yet. There's not much for her to trust him.
Okay, yeah, if you don't feel like you have a solid bond to make yet, that's fine. Should hopefully happen next time. Okay, and then Quinvale, you have chaotic.
Yep.
What a dangerous new idea. I don't think I did that yet.
Not yet. No.
Okay, and then do you have any bonds that you can make? You think?
Not at this moment.
Okay.
No one trusts me.
Yeah, you also haven't. You guys didn't have a whole lot of time altogether.
Sure.
But yeah, just to go over the premise of this again really quick. This is Project Xeron, and what we have learned so far is that we had two people that woke up in the woods with very little memory. They have distant memories, no shorter term memories. And woke up with pamphlets that say that they are in a computer generated simulation, and more will be explained in due time, and it is by X Corp. And it's called Project Xeron, which makes zero sense to them, and is very out of place.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, and then there was something about a technical difficulty. Sound wasn't working right. Day-night cycles up for a minute there. Seems everything is under control, and now they have found themselves in a town. Some dark secrets. I think that will be all for tonight.
Yep.
Watching.
Thanks to everyone.
Yeah, come back next time to see our adventures again.
Yes,
Farewell.
also don't forget to subscribe and follow and all that stuff. Check us out on YouTube as well.